Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to the Alex is Shook channel. For today's video, we're going to go ahead and do a bit more of a serious topic in regards to Amberlynn and Tommy. She has stepped away from the limelight for the past 8 days, which really gave people a lot of time to reflect, including myself. I know that a lot of my viewers have watched the video from Mr. Snowflake. Watching that video, it felt like all of the things that I have been thinking about this relationship were just reaffirmed. But not only that, there was a post from Tommy that is going around the community right now, and this one literally sent a shiver down my spine. As time goes by with Amberlynn, there seems to be coincidence after coincidence with her and Tommy. It's all too much, but I also realized that I have yet to really write up my thoughts regarding this topic. So that's what today is. Taking into account what we have learned over the past couple of months, my thoughts on this relationship have not changed, but it just might be even darker than we had initially thought. Let's just get right into it. Shall we? All right, you guys, the last time we heard from Amber on YouTube was a vlog that she posted now over a week ago titled Double Date with Tommy and Alexis and Staying in a Hotel, wherein she and Tommy stayed in a telly downtown and met up at the club with Alexis. Alexis being even more annoying than we could have ever imagined. But the clip at the end of the vlog was recorded September 26th.
Today is actually the 26th of September, which is actually mine and Tommy's 3-month anniversary.
I'm not trying to sound conspiratorial here, but the footage that I have seen on TikTok as well as Instagram of Amberlynn and Tommy lately appears to be pre-recorded. Like it was sitting in Amber's camera roll and she just decided to post it, meaning we really haven't seen her since September 26th. And even those videos on social media, Tommy could have posted them, but that would be conspiratorial thinking. With this video, I am not trying to suggest something is up with her right now necessarily, because she'll probably pop up with another random vlog in the coming days, if not before I even get this video up. Although if we do look at the past, when she takes a break like this, coming on 8 days, a lot of the times it does signal that something is going on with her behind the scenes. But I do have to keep in mind that she is technically on vacation and there will be another 15-hour road trip in there at some point. For all we know, Tommy could be manipulating her to stay there. Tommy could be pulling a natter where she is doing everything in her power to make sure that Amber stays. Once she got her there, right? If she didn't have a way back, Amber won't go on a plane. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. So it could be that Tommy and her just wanted to spend a week off camera, or they could be upset about the recent video coming out from Mr. Snowflake comparing Tommy and Amber's relationship to that of other couples. I can't help but keep going back to the excuse that Amberlynn made for Tommy. It was just for the money. The things that she was doing with her ex-partner on the internet was just for money. It wasn't this fetish. That would make more sense if she was the feedie, right? Many feedies, such as Hungry Fat Chick, have had careers in independent fetish modeling, which can be very lucrative if you know what you're doing, if you know where to get an audience. The whole for the money excuse almost makes it worse. So you paraded around your dying girlfriend on the internet for cash, as opposed to what? Gratification? I don't know how these people's mind works. See what I mean? At the end of the day, Tommy had to handle the cash. It had come out that the partner had to limit her income because of the insurance that she was on. Unless that is, she was able to get the money under the table. Supposedly, Tommy and her ex got together when she was 800 pounds. This has just never seemed right since day one. It has to be that Tommy is only interested in women that are so morbidly obese that they might not have that much time left, which is even a step beyond taken to the extreme. And a very important question that I have is, would she still want to be with Amberlynn if she lost weight? That would tell you everything that you need to know. Something tells me that Tommy would actively discourage Amber from getting life-saving surgery or taking something like Ozempic. Coincidentally or not, Amber stopped her semaglutide right after getting with Tommy. That, combined with the recent obvious weight gain, is definitely cause for alarm. But alas, Amber has vehemently denied that Tommy is a feeder in any way. There is no way that Tommy can admit to being a feeder. Because not only does Amber have a history of saying she would never date one, if Tommy did admit such a thing, what would that say about her previous relationship? She would be admitting the worst. I have seen so many shoo away the idea that Tommy wants money from Amber because Tommy has a nice home, she has a nice career. But that does directly contradict what Alexis has previously said. Keep in mind, Alexis is not the most reputable source, but if anyone would know more, it would be her. So I don't think that those things take away from the possibility that she would like to use Amber to make money as well. I just feel as though Amber would go along with it as if there is nothing wrong.
Eat this on camera, babe.
Sure, babe.
She could even trick her into thinking it was just for her. And all of a sudden, Tommy is hustling the video on Phoebe for $10 a pop. Clearly, Tommy was the one running the account. As such, we know this isn't Tommy's first rodeo, meaning she would have plenty of connections to start that all up again. What Alexis had said was that Tommy was being abusive and exhibiting controlling behaviors. But most shocking of all, Alexis claimed that Tommy wanted to quit her job and have Amber move in and pay the bills. Can we trust Alexis on this being a motive for Tommy? I don't know if we could trust her, girls, but I hope not for Amber's sake. In the Mr. Snowflake video, he showcased a relationship between a man and a woman, and in the man's mind, he felt that despite being her enabler, he was a good guy because he stuck by her and took care of her regardless of the fact that what he was doing was only making her bigger and even more immobile, eventually leading to her passing. Afterward, this man went on to date another large woman who eventually also passed. This part really got me because of the obvious similarities between Tommy and this man. He moved on really fast. He didn't think what he was doing was wrong. If Amber and Tommy are both in such a state of delusion, this is going to make for one toxic relationship. As Alexis claims, it already is toxic. You would think that with what Tommy went through, how can she not see that Amber needs help? How can she sit there and encourage Amber to eat junk food for the camera? Bring her all this alcohol and takeout? Because if you remember, there was self-awareness there at the end of the ex-partner's life. On the Phoebe page that they shared, there was talk of trying to lose weight. But at that point, it was too late. Now, we don't know how active Tommy is in, quote, feeding her at this point, if it goes beyond nights out. But man, have they ever made a single home-cooked meal? Not that I have seen. Okay, so here's where things get weird, or at least weirder than they were before. There has been this clip going around the community. I believe it was initially posted by Despectful Moments on Instagram. They're the ones that caught this. But wow, this actually sent a shiver down my spine. Someone wrote in comments on TikTok to Amber and Tommy, "How do you know what love feels like?" And Tommy replied by saying, "It's something you don't really know until you experience it. You'll know when it happens. It's the best feeling ever." Which sounds nice, right? But where it gets weird, Tommy said this exact same thing, verbatim, at her ex-partner's funeral. The same ex-partner who passed away a couple of months before she started talking to Amber Lynn. This sounds like a playbook for Tommy. Grooming. Like, that is obviously something that she had written down for the eulogy. And I feel like she had to know that she was saying that on TikTok, that it was the same thing, right? The same thing that you said. She had to know. Are they hiding because of all of this kind of making the rounds again? This video plus Mr. Snowflake kind of reigniting the flame of what we already knew. Tommy knows what is being said, I guarantee it. And maybe she is worried that she's being found out. What she did before, there wasn't a community as large and as vocal as this one paying attention to her. I mean, if you think about it, she was used to being praised for this in a previous community. Not here, girl. We've seen the red flags, the love bombing, buying her gifts, now using the same words to describe the relationship with Amber Lynn. And who was she with prior? It all just seems very planned to me. Amber has already stated that Tommy met her on TikTok TikTok. There was another woman on TikTok that Tommy had messaged. It all just feels like she was going on TikTok and looking for a woman who would fit the exact description that she needs. Someone who is extremely susceptible to anyone who tells her she's pretty, showers her with gifts. If I was this kind of specifically into women of Amber's size, I mean, Amber just feels like the absolute perfect mark. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. With Amber being gone for 8 days, the video from Mr. Snowflake, and now this clip that has gone around the community of Tommy saying the same things. There has just been too many coincidences for me to not think, yeah, we were right all along. Who knows what Tommy's motive is in the end? But let's just say, for the sake of this video, she was just looking for a partner on TikTok. As I said, I don't know if she wants Amber to ever lose weight. In fact, she could want the opposite. And for Amber, that's dangerous, especially because where she is now, her previous health problems, that's the last thing that she needs to be doing. And is Amber completely oblivious to all of this? At this point, that's what I'm seeing. She's oblivious to it all. You know, she's telling Amber that she's in love with her. Amber's telling her she's in love with her. They're posting all of these cringy Snapchat, Instagram stories, falling for Tommy hook, line, and sinker. And I think that there is some more nefarious things about Tommy going on, that this was very much planned, that she very much watched Amber's videos, got to know the kind of person that she was, studied Amber, so to speak. And with that, she has devised her way into Amber's heart, allegedly, for better or worse. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye, everyone.